I spent 20 hours over the weekend digging into Pumpfun streamer coins, and boy do I have a hot take. You're probably not gonna like it, but I'm here to present to you guys with the good and the bad. If you're in crypto, stay and watch. This is very important. And let's begin. For anyone who lives under a rock and doesn't know what Pumpfun is, essentially it's a platform where anyone really can go ahead and launch a token in literally just 4 clicks. You just put a name, an image, a ticker, and click launch. Done. You have a token. It's out there, people are trading it, and that's it. Recently, they just launched this streamer thing where streamers can go live and launch a token at the same time and earn fees from the token itself being traded. It sounds cool, right? But there is some catch that you kind of have to go through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys about the bad and the good, and then you can go ahead and make your own decision. So I'm gonna tell you about the stuff that most people don't really tell you about. So after our spending 20 hours on these streams, here's the truth. The crowd is pure speculation. People show up to gamble, hoping to turn $100 to thousands of dollars.
Oh my God! Y'all are fucking crazy, bro! 1 million! Yo!
And nobody really cares about the content, especially if the token doesn't start performing well. The chat turns toxic.
What would you do? I would crack cake, nigga.
Everybody dips, start calling you a scammer, and all of a sudden you have the creator sitting there kind of like, after an hour, just feeling like he's getting interrogated.
What are you doing in this stream? Challenge, and everything you want. Everything you want, guys. Everything you want.
Creators end up performing for the chart and begging the chat to buy. Especially if you're a new creator, don't have an audience, or even actually those that do have an audience. I mean, I've watched streams with people who do have an audience from Web 2 platforms, like social media platforms, whether it's on TikTok or and other platforms, or even Twitch, and those that don't actually have an audience, even if it's on Twitter. I even saw the guy with 7 million people and followers on TikTok couldn't push his token past 200K. Another guy with 917,000 Twitch subscribers couldn't push his over 30K market cap. The threshold for trying to launch your token from 0 to 100 and 1 million, that 0 to 1 million mark in market cap, it's literally like a trench warfare. Like, you have to get ready, put your helmet on, you know, get your gun and essentially just start making sure that you're protecting the narrative and purpose behind the quality and the value of the content that you're producing and why you have this token, and trying to fight everybody in the chat telling you you're calling you a scammer and a fudder. And this is the thing, this is literally 99.9% of launches on the stream on Pumpfun. You have to understand, like, all of this stuff, it's literally a casino. An actual casino. So take like stake.com, Roulette, that's literally just another platform. That's actually what Pumpfun is. There are, on the contrary, the other part where it is good. There are some good that comes out of it, right? I mean, now it's essentially created a new form for people to be able to earn fees, but you have to have a very specific purpose behind the token. And for example, one that I saw that's performed very well is the Kind token. And Kind token, essentially, they take their creator fees, all of them, and they go ahead on the stream and they donate those fees that they've earned to Twitch streamers.
Wait, what? Oh my God! Yo! Oh, is that real?
What the?
And everybody seems to enjoy it. But here's the thing, it's not something that pumps immediately and then they were consistent. After weeks of doing this over time, and after the fudders kind of got away, they were able to establish some sort of community either from their Twitter over time, and then they got the, you know, ones that really believed in that narrative to build up, and then, you know, it performed later on. Because, you know, I was like, oh wow, this guy's been doing this for 2 weeks straight, like, holy shit, this guy is not a scammer. And that's really, you know, why it ended up performing so well. And on top of how they're going about, you know, sharing their fees. Other ones, obviously, like Bagwork, I mean, these are like kids, essentially. Like, if you watch their content, they're literally like trenchers, right? They're
always been the action.
Research chat.
Look who we're riding in now, boys.
They've come from the trenches, so they understand that crowd. So people find them relatable, you know? It's relatable, so people connect with them. And over a period of time, their token ended up doing well, right? They've earned over like $300,000 in fees. Crazy. But it's about finding that 0.0001%. Pumpfun is not here to change Twitch. It's not going to take over Twitch. Pumpfun's new streamer coin thing is literally just another game in the casino. Just like when you go to Roobet and, you know, previously in Pumpfun, for example, they had launching the token and you felt like basically you're fighting the dev who basically like one clips you and rugs you. That was literally the same game as Roobet with the rocket ship, and then when you had to click the spacebar before it exploded, and you basically had to get your X's out.
There, get up there, kid. Get up there, kid. I believe in you, kid. No, 199.
That's literally the same thing. The streamer feature is just another version. It's just another game inside the casino. You have to understand that the users that are on Pumpfun, the audience, are pure speculative. That is the difference between these two platforms, like a traditional social media, social platform. YouTube, for example, their audience profile is different. The audience profile on YouTube has the intention to seek entertainment, seek information, and so on, right? They're going with that intention. The user profile of those that are on Pumpfun are seeking the intention of trying to make money. It's completely different. Now, could something like this work? Maybe, yeah. Just don't expect, you know, Twitch streamers to move over their audiences because, you know, they like streaming Pokemon, you know, card unboxing, and that guy's gonna bring his entire audience over. At the end of the day, all these creators have a brand to protect. You know, association to something like this is probably the barrier for, you know, who crosses over and who doesn't. And I still feel like speculation is just yeah, it's gambling. But it's up to you guys. Those are the facts after spending 20 hours on the weekend digging into the Pumpfun streamer feature, stream coin features. My name is Basil. I'm building in crypto, and I've been in the industry for the past 5 years. I want to share with you guys like actual, real, no bullshit of what it's like in this side of the game. And that's about it. Follow along. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, all those other social platforms. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Cheers.